Before attempting any astral projection technique, you must master two foundational rules. First, achieve deep physical relaxation. Your body must be completely still and calm, as if asleep, while your mind remains alert. This is the hypnagogic state, the bridge between waking and sleeping. Second, cultivate a passive but focused awareness. You cannot force an OBE, you must allow it to happen. Think of it like catching a butterfly. If you chase it, it flies away. If you sit still, it may land on you. Ancient yogis called this witnessing consciousness, and modern neuroscience links it to the default mode network of the brain. By quieting your inner critic and relaxing your body, you create the ideal conditions for consciousness to separate. Spend at least 10 minutes each session simply practicing these two steps before moving on. The rope technique, developed by Monroe, is one of the most famous methods for inducing an OBE. It uses a simple visualization. Imagine a rope hanging above you. In your mind's eye, reach up with your non-physical hands and pull yourself hand over hand up the rope. Feel the texture, the strain in your arms, and the movement upward. This kinesthetic action tricks your brain into believing your second body is moving, triggering the separation reflex. Monroe discovered this technique after years of spontaneous OBEs, and it remains popular because it gives your analytical mind a simple task, preventing it from interfering. For best results, practice during the early morning hours when your body is already relaxed. If you feel vibrations or a sense of floating, don't get excited, stay focused on climbing. The moment you feel yourself lifting away, let go of the rope and explore. Russian researcher Michael Raduga developed the phase method, a direct and pragmatic approach that bypasses esoteric concepts. The key is to attempt separation immediately upon waking, when your mind is alert but your body is still in sleep paralysis. This state, called the phase, is the most accessible window for OBEs. To use this method, wake up after 4 to 6 hours of sleep, stay awake for a few minutes, then return to bed. As you lie down, mentally command your body to remain still while you try to roll out of your physical form. Don't move your physical muscles, just intend to roll. Raduga's research shows that this technique succeeds in over 50% of attempts within the first few tries. If rolling doesn't work, try floating upward or imagining yourself standing up. The key is to act quickly before your body fully awakens. With practice, you can achieve an OBE in seconds. Binaural beats are an audio technology that guides your brain into the theta wave state, 4 to 7 Hz, the frequency associated with deep meditation and the hypnagogic state, perfect for OBEs. To use this method, put on stereo headphones and play a binaural beat track designed for astral projection. The beats work by playing two slightly different frequencies in each ear. Your brain perceives a third tone, the difference, and your brain waves synchronize to that frequency. This is called frequency following response. For example, a 200 Hz tone in one ear and 204 Hz in the other produces a 4 Hz theta beat. As you listen, relax deeply and visualize yourself floating upward. The Monroe Institute's Gateway Experience tapes popularized this approach, and many practitioners report success within 20 to 30 minutes. For best results, use binaural beats during your regular meditation practice or before sleep. The entrainment effect is cumulative. The more you use it, the easier it becomes. Consistency is the secret to mastering astral projection. Set aside 20 to 30 minutes each day, preferably in the early morning when your body is most relaxed. Keep a dream journal to improve recall and notice patterns. If you fail one session, don't get discouraged, treat it as learning. Many practitioners find that combining methods increases success. Start with the rope technique, then switch to binaural beats if you feel stuck. Also, pay attention to your sleep schedule. A well-rested body responds better. Historical accounts from Tibetan dream yoga and shamanic traditions emphasize the importance of intention setting. Before sleep, affirm to yourself, "I will consciously separate from my body." This primes your subconscious. Finally, stay grounded. After an OBE, take time to reorient and hydrate. With regular practice, you'll find that what once seemed impossible becomes a natural skill. Many beginners face common obstacles: fear, overexcitement, or falling asleep. Fear often arises from the sensation of vibrations or a false awakening. Remember, these are natural signs of separation. Embrace them. If you feel fear, remind yourself that you are safe and in control. Overexcitement can break your focus. Stay calm and detached, as if observing a science experiment. Falling asleep is the most frequent issue. To counter it, practice during the day or after a short nap. Use the phantom wiggling technique. Imagine wiggling your fingers or toes without moving them physically. This keeps your mind alert. Another trick is to hold a mental image, like a spinning coin, to maintain awareness. If you find yourself drifting off, gently bring your attention back to your breath. With patience, these challenges become stepping stones. Remember, every failed attempt is practice for your brain to learn the state. Scientifically, OBEs are linked to a temporary dissociation between the parietal lobe, which processes body awareness, and the temporal lobe, which handles spatial orientation. Neuroimaging studies show that during OBEs, the brain's sense of self shifts, creating the illusion of being outside the body. Spiritually, traditions worldwide describe the subtle body or astral vehicle that can travel beyond physical limits. The CIA's Declassified Gateway Report from 1983 explored these phenomena, concluding that altered states can access absolute reality. This convergence of science and spirituality suggests that OBEs are a natural human potential, not a supernatural event. By practicing these methods, you are not only exploring consciousness, but also training your brain to access deeper levels of awareness. Whether you view it as a psychological trick or a spiritual journey, the experience can be profoundly transformative, expanding your understanding of what it means to be conscious.